Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. If you are seeing this face for the first time, hi, my name is Chidima and you're welcome to this channel. So today's video is for you if you've ever wondered or wanted or confused on where or which country to travel to, you don't know which country to travel to. Today's video is for you. Okay, just stick around. We're going to break it down to what you're going to research about, to tell you what you need to know and everything on how you're going to go about it on the country, based on the country that you're going to travel to. Okay, so make sure you watch this video to the end and click on the subscribe button to subscribe to this channel, also the bell button so you can get notifications when we upload a new video. Right, let's get right into it. Why it is very important for you to research about a country before moving into it. First of all, it is very important for you to just research about a country before moving into that country. Before you don't moving abroad is not just about packing your bags and moving. It's about finding a secure place, a place that you feel comfortable, a place that at least makes you feel a little bit like home. Yes, it's not about packing your bags and moving. So you just have to make a research about moving to that country. So yes. So number one is the cost of living. First of all, this includes the housing, the food, transportation, your daily expenses. Like you need to check to consider how much it costs to live in your dream destination. It's not about that it appeals to you, that you like that country and others. You need to check this. You need to use website like Numbeo will help you consider to compare cities and countries, to check their expenses, their housing, how much it costs so that you can compare and know the best that works for you. Because if you don't consider the cost of living, it might be an expensive one at the long run. So you really need to be smart about cost of living. That's the number one. Another one is quality of life. For some people, this might be safety and others healthcare, but others it might be access to, outdoor activities, cultural experiences, also work-life balance. Some people this might be what they consider quality of life. How does it affect them? This is another thing that you need to consider when choosing a country. So another thing is job opportunities. That's another one. So you might want to check the job market before moving to a particular country. Like some countries have strong economies in some particular sector, while others might require you to qualify in a particular skill. So you need to check the job boards, you need to check LinkedIn, you need to check the government official websites for job in the country that you want to check, that you want to relocate to those different, so that you compare, that this place is better for me to get a job, or that this place is better. So you need to check this job board, job markets, LinkedIn, government official website, so you have to be sure of what's smart about job opportunities, especially. So another one is visa and immigration policy. So you need to really check about this one to see if you qualify, if you are qualified for the countries, if you are eligible for the country that you want, because some countries have strict immigration policies while others are more open. So you need to be sure of this. This is another point you need to make sure. So another one you need to look into is healthcare. Yes, this is very, very important because it differs in some countries. You need to check the quality of healthcare in the country that you want to move to. How is it? Some countries need you to purchase a private insurance for your healthcare. Some others have you covered, and some others have easy access to the doctors, and there's some others it takes time. So you need to be sure. You need to check this healthcare thing to be very sure on that aspect. This is a very important key to consider. So another one is education. So you need to check on education of the particular country that you want to travel to. If you have kids or plan to study, so you need to consider that aspect also, to check how their education system is and how everything is going to work. Another thing that you need to check also is the language and culture, because some countries have a different language that they speak. Some country has a different language that they speak, while others speak English, their main language. So in countries like Sweden, Finland, Norway, Denmark, these countries have their language, their particular language. So you need to consider also those places. You know that these kind of countries, you need to learn their language, you need to learn their culture in order to fit in. So is it something that is going to work easier for you, or you need to consider another place? So these are the things that you need to check and consider before moving abroad, or consider before choosing a country. Finally, on the things to consider is safety, and you have to check how is the crime rate in that particular country that you are planning to travel to. Check the crime rate, because it's really, really important for your safety. Is it a country that you can close work in the midnight, like 12, and you're able to walk on the road without fear of anything? You need to consider this particular point. Okay, so that's all for the keys that you need to consider before moving to a particular country. All right. So now I'll be telling you some tools that you need for your research. So number one is Numbeo. I've said it before. Numbeo, it helps you to compare the cities. Also, Expertism also helps you also to compare the cities and countries. To be sure to know the cost of living and other things, and how it's going to help you. So it's not a place that you live that is going to be expensive on your side. So another thing is Internations. It helps, it gives you guides, or as an immigrant, it helps you. Yeah. Also, Mesa Quality of Living Survey, YouTube channels. There are some YouTube channels that gives you a guide on what to do. Also, government official websites. These things are the research tools that you need to make sure to compare and contrast, to check, to get reliable information on a particular country before moving into the country. Okay. Also, so another thing you need to consider is your personal preferences. Do you prefer a tropical climate country, or you prefer a colder, more temperate climate? You need to check all these things. Do you prefer to be far from your family, or you want to be closer to your family? You also need to check your lifestyle. Do you like to show off, or you prefer a quieter life? These are things that you need to consider. Personally, you need to check these things. These are your personal preferences. You need to check those things to be sure of, before you make that smart move of a particular country that you want to travel to. Okay. So each country has its pros and cons, so you have to check it. For instance, Spain gives you the sunny weather that you might want, but when you check the quality of life, and it might not be what you want. So unlike Australia that gives you the high quality of life, but it might not give you a colder temperature that you might want. So these are the things that you need to check, like in Canada, in Germany. These are the countries. Sweden, Norway, it might give you the quality of high life that you want, but it's also a cold country. So now you have to check, to qualify, to compare. Is this really what I want, or should I go for another country? So these are the things that matter. So this is where we come to an end. I hope this has given you a view or a guideline on how to go about the country that you want to travel to, you want to relocate to, how to compare, what you need to know about a particular country, how to compare the countries to know the one that goes with you, the cost of living, the quality of life, job opportunities, things you need to know about healthcare and safety. I hope this has given you a guide on where to start. And if you have any other question, please leave it in the comment section, and also don't forget to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and share this video to somebody. It might be helping somebody. Okay, see you in my next video. Bye bye.